Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Dodger here. Welcome back to Formula One 2019. Here in our Alfa Romeo career, sitting across from Mr. 2 Point over there. 2 points for Kimi Räikkönen so far this season. 1 point for us last week in China. A pretty nice race there. It's a shame that a lot more people watched the Bahrain race than the China race. It's as if people want to see me fail. It's true though. We begin our week here looking at some messages. So last time it was mentioned to us that Emma will be collecting interviews from our old teammate who was what we thought was Weber, but apparently it's like Weber or something like that. And he's generally being nice to us. I'm more curious to see what Butler has to say, who will be our rival with a 10% increase on potential respect. Gotta get that respect. And let's see, anything else of note? Ah, yes, I did go ahead and look at the R&D tree stuff. I spent some points on the rear floor under tray. So that'll be a 3-week upgrade. That'll be ready for the Monaco weekend. I decided to go for the 3-week progress here rather than doing anything over in powertrain or even saving points, because I know the next few weeks are, well, frankly not my best. And I wanted to get some of these longer upgrades out of the way, because that one clogs up the whole tree here. Until we do this, we can't do anything else in chassis, so it seemed like the right time to do it. So now we move on to the next weekend, which we find here. 7 of 7 here. I don't really know where we're going next. Where are we going next? Ah, nuts. I forget. Oh no. It's Baku. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't want it. I don't want to. Oh man. All right. Well, let's go to practice. Ooh, I knew there was some rough weeks here. I forgot just how rough they are. All right, Baku is an interesting track. It is a street course that has really high speed straightaways, and then mostly turns that are non-aero. So, although it's a street course, and although you might think really high downforce is important, at this track, getting the top speed seems to be more important. And then trying to get the chassis to be compliant enough to work in those tight turns. That's what I'm trying to do here. A little bit of a softer suspension as the springs go, and then a little bit stiffer in the roll bars to really get the car to transfer well. And I really just want it to just kind of be very solid through the turns. I like it to not be very wishy-washy around here, even if it's a little slower.
Alter the setup of the car.
Thanks, Jeff. We're gonna go do track acclimatization here. I'm gonna start with the hard compound, because I have a feeling that's the compound we'll be on. Let's see if we can actually complete this program without knocking down a wall. Honestly, I've gotten better with this track over the years. It's a place that I dreaded at first. Now I'm only a little bit disappointed when we come here. Honestly, it looks a little better this game. The lighting is notably better. One of the biggest problems I've always had with street courses is picking out where the track is, which is a little bit of an embarrassing thing to even say. Like, sounds pretty silly. What kind of driver can't even find the track? But I think it's a visual thing of viewing this stuff on a monitor. Yeah, there goes front wing.
Mind that front wing.
This is
It'll need
probably
replacing if it takes too much damage.
not worth doing already. What do I do? Yeah, the front wing damages too much, so I guess it's a do-over. Back at it again. Try not to let that dig into my brain. And I'm gonna try and take it a little easier, I guess. But yeah, it's just hard to decipher the depth of things on a monitor. That's definitely one area where VR racing certainly has its advantage. But I think it's also it's an attribute for me. It's like it's almost like maybe even a little bit of a problem with my actual vision. Where is the braking zone for here? Green is fine as long as we don't hit the wall. Now this is the first time on a street course without TC, and that's probably the second most daunting thing. The most daunting thing was in the rain. Son of a... Oh, this is going to be miserable.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Alright, let's see if we can actually finish out the lap at least. I'm gonna need to do some practice off camera, I think, to get really acquainted with the track. And we're still hitting purples, so we should be able to complete the program.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
There goes the other half. Can you sustain that? Well, like I said, we got the rain out of the way last week. As far as driving without TC, or driving without it. So now I've got to adapt to street courses. Boy, they definitely made this program easier. Because I am way off pace. And that should be plenty of points. Alright, well, I've got a ton of work to do, so I'm going to go just do some laps on my own and try to get better. Alright, so it's been a bit of a struggle so far. The car really does not seem to like this kind of track. I had a feeling it wouldn't, but it's really not too pleased. I'm trying a bunch of front toe in the thing, just as a kind of a last-ditch effort. I've tried a few things. Nothing's really done too much. I was able to do the race strategy program barely, and now I'm going to try to do the qualifying pace just to get an idea of where we're at. If it's real bad, like real bad, and it doesn't even look like we're going to make it out of Q1, then I might use this as a week of, whoa, buddy, just about crashed it coming off the lights there. Yeah, if it's real bad, I might use this as a week of parts saving. We'll see. I'm gonna give it my best shot here, though. Not a very positive start to this. I haven't had too many issues with wheel spin, you know, a little bit here and there. It's been mostly front end. I do feel like the toe may have helped, at least in those first few turns, but I am on the soft tire now as well. That's probably the number one thing I'm having, is just that four-wheel slide into the turns. It just never grips. Like, it never feels like it's in the track. And then it just slides into the wall. Ugh. Ugh. Try again. Probably need to do better at staying off the curbs. It's not really been the curbs that have been killing me. It's just been these weird slides, either into the turn or out of the turn. See, that time it was the curb that upset it. My inability to not lock fronts on this car has been the number one detriment. Look at that, we're half a second down. What's immensely frustrating is the team expects great things out of us this week. They expect us to be a 13th place car, and I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't know where they're getting this data from. This lap's been appalling. Gosh, just can't get it slowed down. Little tap of the wall. Turn! Oh, I'm just getting so mad at it. It just doesn't respond to anything I throw at it.
Welcome to qualifying in the Republic of Azerbaijan. The teams are making their last-minute adjustments before the lights go green, and the fight for pole position can get underway.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. I have nothing but poor expectations, but you never know. Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe the car will feel really good today. Maybe yesterday, practice day was just, you know, the car woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We do get the extra fuel mix. It's a little bit more power. And you can see the difference there, 210 miles an hour on straightaway. Not a bad exit. I think that's what's really frustrating is when I'm not looking at a delta, when I don't know the time I need to push the car to, it's not so bad. Like, I can get it around the place just fine, but then I end up like 3 seconds off the pace. I think that's just where I naturally am with it here. That was a little better though. Hooked up pretty well through there. That's probably the worst turn. I need to try a wider entry into there or something. It's just not working at all through there, and it got me all messed up for the whole castle section. 142. 142? I agree, Thunder. There's no way I could do that. We're in the wall. We're in the wall. Yep. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
Front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much
I
damage.
just don't know what to do. New tires, new front wing, a new outlook on life. No, it's the same outlook on life. Oh, man. Well, let's see what can happen here. Hopefully, I think that car's fitting ahead of us. We got a nice clear track, no one around us to bother us. Although, honestly, if I get a third lap run in, it's probably a good idea to follow someone, like try and follow someone quicker than me and hope they can mentor me around the track. I knew that wasn't open. Not there. I'm gonna try the wider entry to that turn before the castle. That's what helps it right here, is that wide entry. So let it break out straight right here. Still a little too tight, but I definitely think that was better. Okay. I would still wager I'll be at least 3 seconds down. If it's more than 3 seconds, I'm gonna be pretty sad. That's honestly about the best lap I've turned all day here. That was close. 7 minutes remaining. I don't think we're gonna get another attempt. If we did, it would be really tight. 1, 2. Okay. Hey, we're 19th. We're not last. Oh man. Technically, we have enough time to do 2 flying laps at the end here, but I definitely don't have enough energy in the car to do that. I wish I was a little closer to signs here. Actually, I think that's Hulkenberg up ahead of us. But I do at least have a delta to go against now, so I know what I'm aiming for time-wise.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap. That's qualifying over for us.
I'm trying, Jeff. Trying everything I got here. Alright, this is an area where I think I'm losing a lot of time. See, it's kind of the same line through there. I don't know if Hulkenberg's on a cooldown lap or what, but we've really kept up with him quite well. Yeah, I think he's on a cooldown. Might get a tow here. Certainly are. Don't get in my way. He just hit the wall! Yikes! So much for the tow. At least I'm not the only one struggling around the place. Alright, we have picked up a second. How much does a second get us? 7?
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
7? That's not gonna hold, is it? I used up every set of tires I have, so I don't know what that's gonna do for us. 7? What? Ninth place? What? And Rakkonen's out? What? No, there's a mistake. Something, no, this is not right. This is not right. No. I used 3 sets in Q1. Does that mean I have no sets for Q2? Which is fine. Hey, I'll go out there and do a lap on mediums and be last. That's fine. What? 7%, 10%, 10%. So these are the ones that got used the least. I guess I'll use these. Sure. That I don't know that I'm gonna be able to replicate that at all. Oh man. I mean, it felt like a pretty good lap, but it really didn't feel extraordinary. Maybe following Hulkenberg did help a bit, even though he did nab the wall at the end. I really wish I would save the Delta. Like, why not give me the opportunity to compare to the lap I just ran? That'd be so helpful. I can't believe I'm in Q2. This is so outside of my expectations. No matter what, we outqualified Butler and Rakkonen. That didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. think, two things. A, scrub tires are not going to be good for this. And also, my body's like, wait, no, we're not supposed to be here. What are we doing? No, yeah, these tires are just not good for this. Alright, well, I guess we'll get a base lap in here. I was supposed to be using this race as like a save parts weekend, but it looks like I'm going to be using up parts. There's always Monaco. So yeah, this was no good. This will be way off pace. There is 43. Okay. Well, it's a lap. We got a lap in. And I guess we'll see what tires are next best. Alright, so we're out on track, and I'm following a Toro Rosso. Albon, who's in 15th. I'm in 14th. I don't know how I feel about that situation. Because I'm so close to him, and I can barely even improve versus him, so I'm actually going to drag the brakes right here, give myself a little gap. Even if it slows me down into turn 1, there is so little time before turn 1, I think having the gap is more important. And that's it. That's it for qualifying today. Yeah, that was terrible positioning. Okay, so we were 15th. Yeah, whatever. So here's the thing. We got the rivalry points now. We qualified 15th out of 20. I don't see any chance of scoring points here regardless. So is it still worth taking the parts?
Very solid result. You're looking good for the race.
Let's see. So what we could do is go to here and hit plus on every single one of these and a gearbox, and use this weekend as a nothing more than taking parts weekend. That's one of the things I could do. Our wear has been quite good so far. Like, it's not been nearly as bad as I expected it to be. But if we take a bunch of parts here, we won't have to worry about it for the rest of the season, basically. The only thing we'd have to worry about is gearboxes. I don't know, I guess you'll just have to stay tuned to tomorrow's race to find out what I do. Thank you as always for watching. This was probably a short episode. Baku is crazy.